Hope you're having a good trip so far. Listen, I got your message. Did you bring the map that I gave you? I circled a few possible areas. It's been ages, so I don't remember exactly where that particular spot is, but I'm sure you'll find it.
Mitsubishi is a group of anonymous Japanese multinational companies. The company was founded in 1870 by Yatarō Iwasaki, and to this very day, the company is still alive and healthy. So, how did it become so popular? Let's find out. The Mitsubishi company was established as a shipping firm by Iwasaki Yatarō in 1870 under the name Tsukumo Shokai. In 1873, its name was changed to Mitsubishi Shokai. Mitsubishi consists of two parts, Mitsu meaning three, as in three oak leaves from the crest of the Yamauchi or Tosa family that ruled over Yataro's birthplace and employed him, and Hishi, which became Bishi under Rendaku, meaning water caltrop, and hence rhombus, which is reflected in the company's logo. It is also translated as three diamonds. Mitsubishi was established in 1870, 2 years after the Meiji Restoration, with shipping as its core business. Its diversification was mostly into related fields. It entered into coal mining to gain the coal needed for ships, bought a shipbuilding yard from the government to repair the ships it used, founded on an iron mill to supply iron to the shipbuilding yard, started a marine insurance business to cater for its shipping business, and so forth. Later, the managerial resources and technological capabilities acquired through the operation of shipbuilding were used to expand the business further into the manufacture of aircraft and equipment. The experience of overseas shipping led the firm to enter into trading business. In 1881, the company bought into coal mining by acquiring the Takashima mine, followed by Hashishima Island in 1890, using the production to fuel their extensive steamship fleet. They also diversified into shipbuilding, banking, insurance, warehousing, and trade. Later, diversification carried the organization into such sectors as paper, steel, glass, electrical equipment, aircraft, oil, and real estate. As Mitsubishi built a broadly based conglomerate, it played a central role in the modernization of Japanese industry. In February 1921, the Mitsubishi internal combustion engine manufacturing company in Nagila invited British soapwith Camel designer Herbert Smith, along with several other Sopwith engineers, to assist in curating an aircraft manufacturing division. After moving to Japan, they designed the Mitsubishi 1MT, Mitsubishi B1M, Mitsubishi 1MF, and Mitsubishi 2MR. The merchant fleet entered into a period of diversification that would eventually result in the creation of three entitled entities. Mitsubishi Bank, now a part of the Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, was founded in 1919. After its mergers with the Bank of Tokyo in 1996 and UFJ Holdings in 2004, this became Japan's largest bank. Mitsubishi Corporation, founded in 1950, is Japan's largest general trading company. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, which includes these industrial companies. Mitsubishi Motors, the sixth largest Japan-based car manufacturer. Mitsubishi Atomic Industry, a nuclear power company. Mitsubishi Chemical, the largest Japan-based chemicals company. Mitsubishi Power, the energy systems division. Nikon Corporation, specializing in optics and imaging. The firm's prime real estate holdings in Marunouchi district of Tokyo, acquired in 1890, were spun off into 1937 from Mitsubishi Estate, now one of the largest real estate development companies in Japan. World War II. During the Second World War, Mitsubishi manufactured military aircraft under the direction of Dr. Jiro Horikoshi. The Mitsubishi A6M0 was a primary Japanese naval fighter in World War II. It was used by Imperial Japanese Navy pilots throughout the war, including the kamikaze attacks during the later stages. Allied pilots were astounded by its maneuverability, and it was very successful in combat until the Allies devised tactics to use their advantage in the armor and diving speed. Mitsubishi made use of forced labor during this tenure. Laborers included Allied POWs as well as Chinese and Korean citizens. In the post-war period, lawsuits and demands for the compensations were presented against the Mitsubishi Corporation, in particular by former Chinese workers. On July 24, 2015, the company agreed to formally apologize for this wartime labor and compensated 3,765 Chinese laborers who were conscripted to Mitsubishi Mining during the war. On July 19, 2015, the company apologized for using American soldiers as slave laborers during World War II, making them the first major Japanese company to apologize for doing so. Mitsubishi was involved in the opium trade in China during this period. Post-war era, Mitsubishi was among a number of major Japanese conglomerates targeted for long dissolution during the occupation of Japan. It was broken up into a large number of smaller enterprises whose stock was offered to the public. For several years, these companies were banned from coordinating with each other and from using the Mitsubishi name and trademarks. These restrictions were lifted in 1952 as the Korean War generated a need for a stronger industrial base in Japan. Mitsubishi Corporation and Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, which had themselves been broken up into many smaller entities, again co-said by the mid-1950s. Mitsubishi companies participated in Japan's unprecedented economic growth of the 1950s and 1960s. For example, as Japan modernized its energy and materials industries, the Mitsubishi companies created Mitsubishi Petrochemical, Mitsubishi Atomic Power Industries, Mitsubishi Liquefied Petroleum Gas, and Mitsubishi Petroleum Development. The traditional Mitsubishi emphasis on technological development was in new ventures in such fields as space development, aviation, ocean development, data communications, computers, and semiconductors. Mitsubishi companies also were active in consumer goods and services. In 1970, Mitsubishi companies established the Mitsubishi Foundation to commemorate the centennial anniversary of the founding of the first Mitsubishi anniversary company. The companies also individually maintain charitable foundations. Mitsubishi pavilions have been highlights of expositions in Japan since Expo 70 in Osaka in the 1970s and 1980s. Mitsubishi, along with other manufacturers, were affected by the Kobe Steel scandal in 2017, which involved falsified data for products supplied to the aerospace, car, and electric power industries. On November 28th, the South Korea Supreme Court ordered Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, which serves as one of Mitsubishi's core companies, to pay 10 Koreans 150 million won in compensation for forced labor, which it oversaw during the Japanese occupation of Korea. 18 family members of other victims of the forced labor which Mitsubishi Heavy Industries oversaw and who sued sometime before 2008 will also be awarded compensation as well. All 28 pamphlets had previously filed a lawsuit in Japan, but had their lawsuit dismissed by the Supreme Court of Japan in 2008. The Japanese government has responded to the court's decision that it has a breach of the international law, citing the Treaty on Basic Relations between Japan and the Republic of Korea. And there's the history of Mitsubishi. How did it become so popular? Well, I think with all those companies that they have made over the years, I think that's how they became very popular. Anyways, this is where I'm going to end off this video. If you guys haven't enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to the videos every single day. And also, Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell on my second channel. My second channel will be the third link in below. And if you guys would like to follow me on Instagram or send me fan art, you guys can send me fan art and follow me on Instagram. My Instagram will be the second link in below. And if you guys would like to join my Roblox fan group, my Roblox fan group will be the first link in below. And if you guys would like to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter will be the fourth link in below. And if you guys would like to follow me on Reddit, my Reddit will be the fifth link in below. And if you guys would like to follow me on TikTok, my TikTok will be the sixth link in below. And if you guys would check out my Facebook page, my Facebook page will be the seventh link in below. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.